Good morning. My name is Ryan Littlestone from forexflow.live. Welcome to a brisk morning down here on the south coast in the UK. What I'm going to look at today is sterling mainly, the pound, a trade that I've been running for since last October really on the back of Brexit, just getting ready for that and seeing what moves we're going to have and based on getting the deal. That was in euro sterling. So we're going to look at the daily chart first on there. And really, over the last year or so of Brexit, the ongoing saga, we've seen this pair sit in a pretty much a 93 to sort of 88, 60, 70 range. And you can see from the red line there that the 88, 60 line, and that's really a big level. For some reason why that number has popped up, I have no idea. But as you can see from the chart doesn't lie. It was a really, really solid level. And this was a level that I've been looking at to see if we get a decent breakthrough. Now I've been short well above, up into the 91s towards 92s, sitting on this trade, as I say, through Brexit. And we got the Brexit deal, and I was expecting a move then. But as the last couple of months of the year wore on and the market got more accepting that a deal was going to happen, that sort of negated the knee-jerk effect when a deal was finally confirmed towards the end of the year. But what we've had since then, we've had a move down in this pair, pretty much as sterling hit up towards that 137 area. And last week we actually got a break of this level down at 88, 60, 70. Now I was setting myself up for two ways here. One, to take some profit into the first test, which I did when we tested it the first time a week or so ago. But then the second time, what I did was I set some sell stops just below the level at 88.55. And unfortunately, in this case, the break turned right around, and I managed to pretty much sell the low there. I wanted to do that as a scalp trade to try and run a break, but also to add back into the core short. That got stopped out as we moved back above at 88.80. But the level has been cracked, and so what we need to see now is whether we're going to get another test and whether it's going to continue. So far, the bounce off this level has pretty much held up. In some of the shorter term levels, you can see there on the chart there, into 89, 89.20, that sort of area. So that keeps the bearish pressure on, and at the moment we're just going to see whether we get another test of that. What I'll be looking for is to see whether the level shows up again as support, whether it's going to hold again, whether it's going to become a significant level again. If it breaks pretty easily, then we do have the potential to carry on pushing lower. And what I'm going to be looking for here is to take more profit, because after I did that short stop, we saw a move all the way down to sort of near the 88.20 area. And that's the sort of area I'm looking to take some further profit on the longer term trade, just ahead of that 88 zone. So that's what I'm looking for euro sterling. But on the other side of the coin, sticking to the pound, we need to look at cable, because that's also having some trouble up at this 137 area. This is the pound versus the dollar. So we're going to move to the hourly chart on that one. And we can see we've had this resistance up at 137. It was pretty much where we hit the top again over the Brexit news when a deal was done. And we had a break last week as well, where it rallied up to the 137.40, but it just couldn't hold on. And we've seen it come back below and come back below. And now it's the 137 level as a number itself isn't really that significant, but the inability to stay above that level is what's becoming significant, because we're getting up there. 137.20 today we hit, and it's right back down again. So for the cable, I'm looking at this. Still looking at this range of 137, 135. But what I'm finding is that the intraday, this pair is just becoming an absolute mess. You know, you're looking for, on an intraday basis, looking for levels to develop and then to hold. So you get, you know, second and third holds of certain levels, but we're not seeing that. It may hold once, then it'll break and duck by 10 pips or go above by 10 pips. And there's really nothing in between these two levels that is becoming defining for the pair. That's a concern here as well. So really what I want to see is a decent break and hold above 137, or indeed we get below 135 and hold there. Conversely, we look at the same levels as I've just shown on euro sterling. So that's what I'm looking at for the pound. Bit of a balancing act going on here to see which way it goes. But as always, we'll look at the charts and go whichever way the break happens.